Hi guys, what's up? My name is Inelis with Sugaring NYC and I'm so excited because today we are going to be doing a video on how to use our at-home sugaring kit and sugaring our legs at home. Let's get started. Before you start sugaring yourself, because you can't quite possibly start sugaring yourself without putting it in the microwave first, you want to put it in for 15 to 20 seconds, all right? It will start to cool off after a few minutes, but it's better to start it off at a warmer consistency so it's able to glide better on the skin. So when I go ahead and apply it on my skin, I'm going to show you the consistency that it should be. And today we are going to be using the pink applicator that comes in your Sugaring NYC at-home sugaring kit. And I'm going to show you how to go ahead and apply that on your leg when we're ready to start. Before we begin, I want to talk about pre-care. So because we are at Sugaring NYC headquarters today, I'm going to be using our purifying spray, which is available at our storefront on Amazon. But if not, and if you are at home, you can use something like a witch hazel to cleanse your skin. And you also want to have handy a powder. Now again, because we are at headquarters today, I'm going to be using our very own powder, which is fragrance-free and talc-free. So I recommend you use the same at home. All right guys, so again, before we begin actually sugaring the leg, I'm gonna cleanse, then I'm gonna powder, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So like I said, I'm gonna use our Sugaring NYC purifying spray. I'm gonna spray it all over the leg. And with a paper towel or whatever you have handy, like a cotton round, you can wipe. And this is good because a lot of times hairs seem to get like stuck and pasted onto your skin. Doing this allows for the hairs to kind of come up and be exposed to be ready to get sugared. Next, we're gonna add some of our powder. And the reason why the powder is good and necessary in services like this or any kind of waxing or sugaring services in general is because the powder allows for any kind of moisture or any kind of oil to not be present when you start the sugaring process. Now that my skin is prepped, we are ready to begin. All right guys, and just for the sake of showing you the consistency that it should be, I'm gonna pick some of it up to show you how the sugar should look. So you want it to be like a honey consistency similar to this one, where it's not like running off your fingers as if it were water or like any kind of regular liquid. It is supposed to droop down a little bit because the sugar does not harden, but you don't want it to be fully falling off of your pink card. So this is typically what you want your sugar to look like. This is how you know that it's ready. All right, and we are ready to begin. I'm gonna use my pink card. We're gonna grab some of that sugar. It almost looks edible. Not almost, it is edible, but today we're only gonna be using it for sugaring, not for eating purposes. This is the amount of sugar that you kind of wanna grab. And remember that the sugar does not harden, so you constantly wanna be making sure that you're looking at the sugar on the card, that it's not drooping down, that it's not kind of flaying anywhere, because that's a good indicator that it's way too hot. So you see how it's staying kind of put on that pink credit card? That's what you want. Now, before you start sugaring, you wanna make sure that you're allowing the sugar to melt onto your skin before you apply it back. So first we're gonna set it down, give it a second to melt. Now you do wanna gently apply pressure because what you do want is for the sugar to seep down all the way down into the follicle. You want it to wrap fully around the hair to be able to pull it out appropriately. Also, don't forget that we are applying the sugar in the opposite direction of the hair growth instead of the direction, because we're gonna be pulling it in the direction of the hair growth. So when you are sugaring your leg, you wanna spread it about 2 or 3 times for good measure, making sure that you're covering all of your bases. And then when you are ready to remove the sugar, you're gonna stretch your skin. And at the very end of where you did leave your sugar, you're gonna apply your card and you're gonna just with your wrist. You do want to use a good amount of pressure to be able to lift the sugar off of the skin. So use your whole arm and use the momentum of your shoulder to really pick it up. Now, when you get to a point like this where you find like a big chunk of sugar left, don't be scared. It is okay to get stuck. Just make sure to put good pressure to pick it up. And if this happens, bring it back to the skin and just kind of mold it like so, or you can do it on the back of your hand, just like that. So moving on to our next strip. The card is meant to be very flexible, so don't be afraid if it bends like this. I like to kind of hold it to apply more pressure. We're just gonna gently spread the sugar back. Now, if you feel more comfortable grabbing less sugar, that is okay as well. I want you guys to be able to feel comfortable with the amount of sugar that you're picking up because it's easy to get stuck. Essentially, this is the motion you wanna have. Never flicking up, but parallel to the skin. So if you're here and you're flicking, you don't wanna flick it up, but you wanna flick it parallel to make sure you're pulling all of those hairs out. All right, now for the knee, similar to the elbow, you don't want the knee to be flat because there's a lot of lag in the knee. So make sure you are bringing your knee up and you are applying your sugar towards you. You're spreading it back towards you gently. We're gonna spread it a couple of times. And similar to when you're sugaring the bottom of the leg, you wanna flick in a parallel motion. So if we're here, flick parallel, and flick parallel. And that's how you do your knee. All right, guys, so now that we have sugared our leg, we are going to do kind of the same post-care process, and we're gonna cleanse our leg again. Remember, if you don't have our purifying spray at home, you can use witch hazel to cleanse the skin, or you can go on Amazon and order this cleanser for yourself, which is absolutely amazing. And something very important you wanna keep in mind after getting sugared is you wanna hydrate your skin. I personally love our healing oil because it is packed with essential oils and helps heal ingrown hair, acne blemishes, razor bumps, and skin discoloration. I'm telling you, this stuff is magic. If you don't use any kind of oil, please feel free to use any lotion. Personally, I love our Sugaring NYC hydrating lotion, but if you have any other lotion you prefer at home, that's more than okay as well. So I'm going to spray my leg with some of the healing oil. And this is just gonna bring moisture back into my skin, just because remember that sugaring, the process in and of itself is kind of an exfoliating process because it does get rid of the top layer of dead skin. So you wanna make sure you're bringing hydration and moisture back into your skin after you do the process. And that is a leg sugaring. All right, guys, so that concludes our leg sugaring using our at-home sugaring kit. Remember those few key tips that I gave you guys, making sure you're applying good pressure with that pink applicator. Also making sure that you're cleansing your skin, applying powder and stretching to avoid bruising. Remember, if you guys have any questions, you can comment in this video and we will see you next week.